Sometimes people ask, why do realtors even exist? I can sell my home by myself. So I wanted to cover that today in a video because it's something that people are wondering about. So sometimes people will say, I've got my home for sale. Why are realtors approaching me when the buyer can just come by themselves? So if I have a buyer and I'm a buyer agent, I will often approach people who have their homes for sale privately if I think it's going to be a good match, as well as showing homes that are also on the market. So as a buyer agent, I want to try and find the best match for my buyer, and that could be somebody who's selling their house privately. And then they'll say exactly that. Why don't these people just come? But buyers want to have that somebody with them to help guide them. They want a second set of eyes. I've seen thousands of homes. So I can look for potential deficiencies or issues, as well as help to establish value and make sure the buyer's not overpaying. So buyers like to have that representation. Now, the other thing is that, obviously the realtor will want to be compensated from the seller. And so sometimes as somebody selling privately, you don't end up making a lot of extra profit over just listing anyway, because possibly a realtor will come approach you with a buyer. Or if I approach somebody, if I'm just a buyer and I say, hey, you're selling your home, you're not listed with a realtor, so I don't want to pay those realtor, so I should pay less because you don't have to pay a realtor. So it ends up being not really much of a savings. The other thing is that we can guide the process along, right? So we have all these relationships with bankers and lawyers and home inspectors, and so having a realtor involved just makes the process 100 times smoother and simpler. And all of those little details that we deal with are taken care of. So that is the benefit to having a realtor involved in the transaction. If you've sold privately and it hasn't gone well, you're nodding right now because you know what that can be like. But definitely use the services that are available. We're here for a reason, and we'll make the transaction smoother for you.